So if you're looking to make money online this year, then I'm going to recommend Amazon KDP to you. And that is because Amazon KDP is one of the easiest ways to make money online from the comfort of your home, just like me. And the good thing is that you don't have to spend hours and days and weeks to create your own book. It's something that you can create in less than 5 minutes and you're good to go. And towards the end of this video, I'm going to be sharing with you how you can make sales without having to run ads, having to do promotion, having to beg your friends to buy your book, and all of that. I'm going to share with you secrets that is going to help you sell your books even while you're sleeping. So if this is something that you're interested in, please come closer and let's dive in. So to get started, the first thing we need to do is to come over to our browser and visit bookboat.com. I'm going to be leaving a link in the description so you can get a lot of discount when you're signing up with BookBoat. So now that you're here, the next thing I'm going to do is to go ahead and log in because of course I have an account with them already, and I'm just going to go ahead and log in. So now that I'm here, once you sign in, you're going to see this. They have a lot of resources that you can use to learn how to use BookBoat. But not to worry, I'm going to be teaching you everything that you need to know in this tutorial. All you need to do is to pay attention and don't skip around. Once you're here, the next thing you're going to do is to come over to this research tab, click on the research tab, and you're going to see create. So you go ahead and click on create. And once it opens, you're going to click on BookBoat Studio. Now, once it opens, you're going to then create your project. Now, to do that, all you have to do is to come over to project type. Click on project type, then there's a lot of options you're going to see here, like paperback, cover and interior, paperback cover, paperback interior. So if you want a hardcover interior, that's totally up to you. But for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm just going to go ahead and select paperback cover and interior because that's exactly what we're trying to do. And then here, you're going to select the name of the project. Another thing you can do is to use ChatGPT to generate a name for your book if you want it to stand out. Now, remember, we are doing a low content book. You're not going to be writing anything. You're not going to be typing anything. It's going to be a low content book. So literally all you have to come up with is just the title of the book and you're good to go. So you can employ ChatGPT to come up with a title for you, especially if you're doing it for your channel. I'm going to be discussing that much later in this video. So all you have to do is to pay attention. So here, the trim size. So there is a lot of sizes that you can choose. There is 5x8, there is 6x9, there is 7x10, there is 8x10. But the most popular of all the low content book is 6x9. And that is what we're going to be selecting right here. And then for interior and paper type, you're going to select black and white interior with cream paper, black and white interior with white paper, premium color interior with white paper. Anyone you want is totally up to you. Just let your creativity run wild, but don't overdo it so that it doesn't come out very expensive at the end of the day. So you want affordability and something that is going to serve the purpose and also something that is going to look very presentable, right? So you just have to strike a balance. So here, I'm just going to go ahead and select this one, black and white interior with white paper, so that when they are going to be printing the book, it's going to be much easier and much cheaper to print, and that way the cost is going to be way low, right? So now the page count is going to be 365 because we have 365 days in a year, but you can do 100, you can do 50, you can do 30, you can do 20, you can do 10, depending on the size that you want and what you want to achieve. But for the purpose of this tutorial, just to show you how easy it is to create this book, I'm going to use 365 here, although the volume is actually going to be big, so I don't encourage this. So now I'm going to go ahead and select 365 and then I'm going to click on create project. All right, so now the project has been created and it's time for us to do our design, but we're not going to be doing any serious design, so don't be scared, right? So here is the front cover, here is the back cover, and then here is the center of the book. So the next thing we're going to do is to go ahead and bring in our picture. So you're going to be using your picture to do everything that you need to do here. So what we're going to do next is we're going to click on this picture, and you have different ways to generate images. You know, to get your images, you can get images from Pixabay or you can get images from Unsplash, and it's totally copyright free. So I advise that you use any of these platforms, whether Pixabay or Unsplash. But if you want to be a little more creative and have something unique to you, of course, all you have to do is to use ChatGPT to generate the image. I've done a tutorial on how you can use ChatGPT to generate image. If you haven't seen that video, I'm going to be leaving the link in the description, or you can click here to watch it after watching this video. So you can learn how you can generate images using ChatGPT and use it for your Amazon KDP. So here you can use virtually anything, but to teach you how to do this, all you have to do is to come over to search, and you're going to type in the keyword, whatever it is that you're making the book about, whether it's for prayers, whether it's for school, whether it's for anything. Because when you're trying to design the book, when you're trying to create the book, you're going to have in mind the target audience. Is it back for school? Is it for Christmas present? Is it for New Year resolution? A journal for YouTube channel, for people that own a YouTube channel. You want to journal your ideas and whatever it is you're doing on your channel. So all these things are things that you need to consider. Now, for me, if I want to create a book like that, I'm going to create a book that is related to my channel. And I talk mostly about creating content on YouTube, Facebook, and the rest. So if I'm going to be making a low content book, I'm going to be making a low content book relating to maybe YouTube, add some tips and tricks here and there, and then I have that low content book so that people that want to start your own YouTube channel can use that as a guide to write down, ideas or whatever it is that I'm teaching on the channel and all of that. So it kind of that makes a lot of sense, and you're going to be making a lot of sales like that. Now, the next thing we're going to do is to just type in prayer here. So now that we have this, the next thing we're going to do is to start searching for something related to prayer, something interesting, something that will make people want to purchase our book. So for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm just going to randomly select this one like this. And then the next thing you can do is to just drag it, okay? Drag it like so. Isn't this amazing already? And then the next thing we are going to do is to put in our text. And putting in the text is very simple. You're just going to go ahead and click on the text, and then you're going to select add heading. So now we are going to take this to this side, and we're going to write, change the color to whatever color that you want. For the purpose of this tutorial, I'm just going to change this to white. And also you can just stylize it however you want. You can stylize it anyhow you want, just to make it look better and outstanding. So I'm just going to go ahead and change the font. If you have your own fonts, you can just simply upload them here and use your font. But if you don't, you can simply search for fonts here. So now you can see that I've finished stylizing it, and it looks very okay for now, for the purpose of this tutorial. And one thing you can also do is to add some effects here and there. So to add effect to your write-up, all you have to do is to click on effects, and then you're going to click on the effect that you want to add. And for the purpose of the tutorial, I'm just going to go ahead and click on distortion, and then I'm going to select distortion. And then the next thing I'm going to do is to move it like so, okay? Move it like so. And then we have our distortion, and the next thing I'm going to click okay, and then we'll have our distortion like this. So this looks amazing. So now you can see prayer for the new year. Our book is almost ready. So now our paperback is ready. You can add text anywhere else that you want. If you want to write anything here, you can go ahead and write anything here. And to do that, all you have to do is to click on text, and then you're going to click on add multi-line text. So here you can write whatever that you want, and then you're going to take it and place it however you want. Okay, you can write it here, maybe a quote or a Bible verse that is inspiring. You can just go ahead and put it here. And another thing you can do is, if you want to add a name in the middle, right, that's in the center like this, if you want to add your name or something like that, all you have to do is to write it, and then you spin it like this, and you're going to go ahead and center it like so, and you're good to go. Whichever one you want to do is totally fine, depending on what you want to achieve. Here, I'm just going to go ahead and write 7-figure boss for the purpose of this tutorial. Of course, this is not, or let's just write the name of the book. So I'm just going to go ahead and put in prayer for the new year. So I'll put it here just like so, and change the color to maybe white. So here, prayer for the new year, and you're good to go. You can just decide to leave this one like this, or you go to ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT to write something for you, and you're going to just align it like this, and you're good to go. So we're going to be using this as our test message, or let me just go ahead and type in something. All right, so here you can see, please like and subscribe for more content like this, okay? So I never miss an opportunity, right? So now we are done with the front cover. So we want to go ahead and prepare the interior, that is the inside of the book. And to do that, all we have to do is to go ahead and click on this icon here. Just like a maze, it looks like a maze. You can see page templates, okay? So you click on page templates, and then you're going to see a lot of templates here. All these templates are the templates that you can use in your book. Remember at the beginning of this video, I said that you have to tailor your book according to your target audience. If you're making it for kids and you want them to trace it, if you want them to color it, if it's a coloring book, if it's a game book, whatever it is, you're going to select that here, okay? It mustn't be journal. It mustn't be journal. It could be anything, and you can see there's so many options here. You can even see calendar. You can sell your own calendar and all of that. There are so many things you can find in here. So it all depends on the type of book that you're trying to create. So I'm going to let your creativity run wild. And you're going to use BookBoat to do all these things. That is why I love BookBoat so much, because everything you can ever think of when it comes to Amazon KDP, you have it in BookBoat. So they have everything that you need, including research and all of that. I'm going to be showing you that much later. So now that we are here, because we are trying to do a journal, of course, a journal. So what we're going to do is to select a journal like book right here. So here you can see journal. I'm just going to go ahead and select journal. Looking for a specific thing, you can just come over to this search bar and search for it, and you're good to go, right? But for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm just going to go ahead and use white journal. So now that we have this, all you have to do is to either select all. Once you select all, you're going to now deselect the cover, because we don't want lines on our cover, right? So you're going to deselect the cover, and then everything here from number 1 to 365 will have the same template that I selected. But for some cases, maybe you want the first 5 pages or the first page or the first 10 pages or the first 15 pages to be like a planner or whatever. All you have to do is to deselect the first 10 pages and then select every other one, right? If you deselect the first 10 pages, then select every other one. So every other one will have the same thing, okay? But the first 10 pages will be blank, and then you can choose whatever template that you want there. It's very easy to do. Just take your time and do it one after the other. But for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm just going to select everything. So here I've selected everything, and I'm just going to deselect just the cover, right? And then the next thing I'm going to do is to click on continue to options. Now here you can see white journal, Amazon KDP guidelines. You're going to leave everything as it is here. Don't touch anything. We're going to then go ahead and click on preview. Right, so here is how it's going to look like from page 1 to page 365, and it looks amazing already. How cool is this? So the next thing we're going to do is to go ahead and click on submit.
A few moments later.
All right, so now our book is ready, and the next thing we're going to do right now is to go ahead and download the book. And to do that, all you have to do is to click on download, and then you're going to select the first one, download current project CMYK printed books. So I'm just going to go ahead and download this. And what it's going to do is that it's going to split the interior and the cover, separately into 2 separate PDF file. And I'm going to be showing you how to upload this on your Amazon KDP. And that is the next thing we're going to do. So now you can see my download, it's complete. So my book is downloaded to my device. And to confirm that, I'm just going to come over here, and I'm going to go over to downloads, and here is the book. Now, how cool is this? And to open this, I'm going to go ahead and open the file, and you're going to see it like this. So with this, the next thing you're going to do is that you're going to unzip it, so that when you want to upload it on Amazon KDP, it's very easy for you. So to do that, I'm just going to go ahead and right click, and then I'm going to click on extract files. So once I do that, I'm just going to go ahead and click on OK, and then it's going to extract the files like so. So here you can see paperback cover, and this one is for the paperback cover, and this is for the paperback interior, okay? So the paperback cover and paperback interior is ready to go. So let's go ahead and check and confirm that we downloaded the right cover, right? So I'm just going to go ahead and preview this, and voila, you can see that our book is ready to go. And the next thing I'm going to do right now is to go over to Amazon KDP, and to do that, I'm just going to type in kdp.amazon.com. right? So once you're here, the next thing you're going to do is very simple. Go ahead and click on Join KDP. To sign up on Amazon KDP is totally free of charge. You don't have to pay anything. They are the ones that are going to be paying you for every sale. And how this works is that you're going to upload the soft copy, that's the copy that we downloaded from BookBoat. You're going to upload it to Amazon KDP. And whenever someone buys your book, Amazon will then print it for you and ship it to the pressing. Now, how cool is this? You don't need to worry about anything. You don't need to worry about the publishing. You don't need to worry about anything. Just upload the soft copy and you're good to go. And to sign up, all you have to do is just put in your first name and your last name, put in your email address like so, and then you're going to put in your password, okay? Of course, you're going to put in your password and click on create your KDP account. So now it has sent an OTP to our email address, and we're going to quickly get the OTP from our email like so. So I'm just going to go ahead and enter it, 548536. 548536, create, and then you click on create your Amazon account. And now you're just going to go ahead and click agree. And here you can see complete your account information to publish a book. So to complete this, all we have to do is to click on your account page. And here you're going to go ahead and put in your country phone number. So Amazon has sent the OTP, and I'm just going to go ahead and enter the OTP like so, 4532. And click continue. So here is going to ask you for your account details. This is where your payment and all of that. So you're going to select the detail of your account. Of course, if you have an individual account or corporation account, you can just go ahead and select that here. And then getting paid, provide your bank information to receive electronic royalties and all of that. So here you're going to tell us your bank account. Where is your bank? My bank is in United States. And then you're going to put in all the information about your bank here. So if you live outside of the United States, or if you live in countries where you can't have access to a US bank account or a UK bank account or an account that can receive, dollars, then I recommend that you watch this video. I'll also leave the link in the description so that you can learn how you can create a US bank account from whatever country that you're in, whether you're in Nigeria, Kenya, Ghana, or any other African country, so that you can be able to receive payment from Amazon directly to your bank account. So use that, create the account, and then you're going to fill out all that information here. So that is all you need to do here. So moving on, to upload your book, all you have to do is to come over here and click on create. And here is going to ask you, what would you like to create? Is it Kindle ebook? Is it paperback? Is it hardcover? Is it series page? I'm just going to go ahead and select paperback, because that is exactly what we created, right? So once it opens, you're going to put in your book title here, and that is Prayer for the New Year. You can add subtitle here if you want, and then we are going to put series optional, okay? If it's series, you're going to put that here. The edition number, you don't need any of that here. And again, you can use BookBoat research tool to find the exact things to write so that you're going to rank high. Because trust me, there's a lot of people that are doing Amazon KDP, and this is one of the secrets I'm going to be sharing with you. So the thing is, a lot of people are doing Amazon KDP, but a few people stand out, and I want that to be you, and that is why I'm leaking this secret to you, and that is where BookBoat comes in. So if I go back to BookBoat, and we're going to come over here, and I'm going to click on create and click on research. So here you have different options, but the first one we're going to look at is cloud. We're going to click on cloud and have it open for us. And now once it opens, the next thing we're going to do is to search by bestsellers. So here we're going to go ahead and click on journals. We're going to select journals because that's the kind of book that we created. So we're going to go through, there's a lot of books here. You have the notebook, you have the journals, you have music sheet, you have the calendar, you have the planner, you have the coloring book, and so many more. But for the purpose of this tutorial, of course, we did journal. So I'm going to go ahead and select journal here. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put in the keyword, and the keyword here is prayer, because the journal is for prayers. So I'm just going to go ahead and put in prayer here, okay? So now that I have it, I'm just going to go ahead and click on search, so that BookBoat is going to do a research and give me the best sellers on Amazon, so that I can copy and model whatever they have to be able to create mine so that I won't have any hitches and I'm going to rank very fast. So here you have the prayer journal. You can see this one. It's amazing. This one is selling at $8.99, and you can see that it was published on 12th September 2020, and you can see the ratings that's gotten 7,728 ratings. And then if you come over here, you can see the average price here. This one is $12.98 and this one is $17, and all these things are bestsellers. Then you can keep scrolling down to see what is happening. And again, another advice I will give you is that if you're confused on the book you're going to create and you don't even know where to start from, I recommend that you start from this research. Just have a keyword in mind. It could be money, it could be prayer, it could be YouTube, it could be anything, depending on your niche, right? Depending on your niche, then you put it here and it's going to give you an idea of what is selling, how much people are making, and all of that, how much they're selling it for, so you can best see what is going on. So here you can see that this one got the highest rating. And we're going to go ahead and click on show to show more details. This is the description. So what we are going to do here is prayer journal for women, 52 weeks scripture. Okay, we're going to copy this. Okay, and we're going to come right here and paste in prayer journal for the new year. Okay, prayer journal for the new year. This is just an example. Just let your creativity run wild. And whatever you have to put here, make sure that you have SEO in mind, right? Because if you have SEO in mind, you're going to rank high, and in return, you're going to be making a lot of sales. So now that we have this selected, you're going to ignore the edition number. You don't need this. It's not a series, so that is optional as well. And here is where you're going to put in your name as the author. Now, for the prefix, you can put in whatever prefix. If it's Mr., Mrs., Engineer, Senator, or whatever, you can put that here. So I'm just going to go ahead and fill this like this, Charles. Come over to contributors, just leave it at this. And description, you can go ahead and put in your description. But again, remember, SEO, you have to have the SEO in mind. So I'm just going to jump back to BookBoat, and I'm going to scroll down to this, and I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to come over to ChatGPT. And again, I'm going to ask ChatGPT to rewrite the description. Okay. All right. So now I've given it what to write. So I'm just going to go ahead and send this and let ChatGPT generate our own description for us using what is already existing. So now we are sure that our SEO is intact. Okay, 365 days devotional prayer journal. Are you ready to strengthen your well-being? With this journal, you will discover 7 faiths, blah, blah, blah. This is not what we have in our journal. And that is why I said you should always check this first so that you can have an idea of what to put in your journal. Okay, so you can just have this all arranged in your journal and you're good to go. So now I'm just going to jump back to our Amazon KDP and I'm going to paste this here. So let's say this is exactly what we have in our book, in as much as it's not, but for the purpose of this tutorial, I just want to show you how it works. So now that we have this, the next thing I'm going to do is to click on I own the copyright and I hold necessary publishing rights. As long as you're using BookBoat, you own 100% right to your book, as long as you're using BookBoat, and that is another reason why I love BookBoat so much. So here, primary audience, sexually explicit, of course, we select no. Reading age, choose the youngest and oldest ages at which a person could enjoy this book, because it's a journal, anybody can use it. Let's say anybody from 5 to maximum 18 plus, okay? Maximum to 18 plus. Now, primary marketplace. So you can choose marketplace, you can choose Amazon.com, and that is all the Amazon sites. That is wherever you're searching from. If you're searching from UK, if you're searching from Nigeria, if you're searching from Congo, you're going to see the book. But if you want it specifically for people in the UK, then you go for amazon.com.uk, and then you also have other ones. Just go ahead and select the ones that you want to use. But for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm just going to go ahead and select amazon.com because we want to sell worldwide so that we can make a lot of money. And now the categories, you're going to choose your category, and I'm going to choose the category that it falls in, and that is religion and spirituality. And here we are going to just put in general, and that's all we need to do here. We're just going to go ahead and save this category. So here you can see keywords. So this is where BookBoat comes in again. So we're going to come over to BookBoat, and we're going to come over here by the side. And we're going to scroll down here and you're going to see keywords. We're going to click on keywords and we are going to click on search. Okay, so we're going to search for keywords. So now, and here we're going to just put in prayer because it's prayer related, and we're going to click on search. All right, so now you can see the keywords that BookBolt just brought out for us, and you can see the high and the low. This is low competition, AA prayer, and 365 prayer. So we're going to select this because, of course, our book is 365. So we're going to put that here. And we're going to come over to BookBolt again, and we're going to look for another keyword. And this one is 9,648. So we're going to select this one. Okay, I'm going to put that here as well. And I'm going to come over to BookBolt again. And I'm going to select this because it's medium and it's fair. So I'm going to select acceptance prayer, and I'm going to put it here. And another one, we're going to just go through them one after the other. You can see that this one is low. So I'm just going to go ahead and select this one and put that here. So another thing you might want to do is to use your own brains, right? You can use your own ideas and, write your own keywords, but I do not recommend that because you might not know much about keywords. So now that we have our keywords ready with the help of BookBolt, the next thing we're going to do is to move over to the next section, and that is publication date. The publication date tells readers when the book was originally published. If your book has not been published before, select the first option. So the book has not been published before, so we're going to select the first option, and then the release date, the date you want your book to go on sale. If you want the book to go on sale, maybe later in the year, maybe later in the week, whatever time that you want the book to go on sale, you can just go ahead and select this. But if you want your book to start selling immediately, you click on save and continue. You just go ahead and click on release my book for sale now. And then you go ahead and click on save and continue. Choose how you like to print your book. We've pre-selected the most common settings to get you started. So here you're going to select the sizes and everything. So for this one, of course, we want black and white interior with white paper. That is what we selected on BookBolt, remember, right? So now that we have that, the next thing we're going to do, trim size. This is no bleed. Remember, we selected 6:9. Then bleed setting. So we selected no bleed. If you're going to be selecting no bleed here, make sure you also select no bleed when you're creating the book on BookBolt, right? So now that I've selected this paperback cover finish, do you want it glossy or do you want it as matte, right? So I'm just going to go ahead and go with matte. And here is where we're going to upload our manuscript. Upload your manuscript, that is the book's interior content. So this is where we're going to upload the interior content of our book. And the interior, you can see that here. This is paperback interior, and we're going to select it like so. So now that we have uploaded the interior, we're going to move over to the cover. So here we're going to upload the cover we have already. You can create the cover with Amazon KDP, but we have our cover already sorted out with BookBolt, so we're just going to go ahead and upload our cover. And to do that, we're going to select our paperback cover like so and have it uploaded. Don't worry, BookBolt has done everything, selected the edges, selected everything. How it's going to be done, all you have to do is to upload whichever one as it should be. Does your cover include a barcode? No, we don't have a barcode on our cover, so we're not going to select this one. Is your content AI generated? No, it's not. Then preview your file to check for formatting and print quality issues. So the next thing we're going to do now is to come right here and preview our book. So we click on launch preview to preview our book and see how it looks, so that you see how Amazon is going to print it and everything how it should be. So now you can see that the book is ready. This is how the back is going to look. And this is our ISBN. And this is our title. I mean, just let your creativity run wild. You can just do anything you want and make sure that it comes out well. But I think this is very presentable. So here, if you flip through the pages, this is how the pages will appear. So this is looking amazing already. And if you're okay with how it looks, all you have to do is to come over here and click on approve, to approve the design that it's okay by you and you're good to go. And then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to see the pricing here. So here is summary, of everything that is needed. And here is your printing costs. So you have to be aware of the printing cost, what is going to cost you on Amazon or Amazon to print the book for you. And then you can then know how much you're going to be making, right? So here is the printing cost for Amazon.com. And it's $5.38. So it's going to cost them $5.38, or it's rather going to cost you $5.38. So you might want to set your prices, mark up the price. So if it's going to cost $5.38, you're going to also factor in your BookBolt subscription, and then you add for your troubles and of course for your joy and happiness. So you can just mark it up, and that is where BookBolt also comes in, because if you look at what other people are doing, if you come over to Cloud and look at the prices available, like here, if I search for prayer like so, you can see the books available. You can see that this one is selling for $11.99, this one is selling from $9.99, and this one is selling for $5.49, right? So depending on the type that you want, this is a different type altogether. So it's totally a different thing, right? But for the prayer kind of book, for the journal kind of book, this is what you have. And you can see that this one is selling for $11.99, and well, it's okay, considering the volume that you're going to be selling. So you might want to just regulate your pricing and have it, just factor in all these things that I mentioned, and you're good to go. So to set up the pricing, I'm just going to go ahead and click on save and continue. So here you have the territories where you want your book to be sold. All territories, worldwide rights, so your book will sell everywhere. So you want a different pricing for different places. So for pricing and royalties and distribution, you can put in whatever price you want, minimum of $8.97. So you can see that Amazon is trying to help you make money. So they are charging $5.90 something cents, right? And then they are asking you, okay, the minimum you can actually charge is $8.97. So you can just go ahead and set that here. So if I go ahead and set, let's say, $11.99. So go ahead and set up your pricing anyhow you want. And once you're done, you click on publish your paperback book and you're good to go. Now, how cool is this? And if you're looking at making sales without having to do adverts, having to do sponsorship, then you have to link it to your YouTube channel. And that is why I had to do a prayer journal, right? And now I've been talking about prayer channel for a while. I've been teaching how you can start and run a prayer channel, and it's an evergreen channel. That is, if you create a content on that channel today, it's going to still be valid for the rest of your life. So this means that as long as YouTube exists, you're going to be making money from the channel over and over again from that same content. So this simply means that a lot of traffic will be coming to the channel every day of the channel's life. And this simply translates that a lot of people are going to be clicking on your link, buying your journals. So that is why you have to set up the channel, create content for the channel, and then set up this load content book. It can be journal, it can be prayer points, it can be anything. I've done a lot of tutorials on this already. I'm going to be leaving the link in the description, or you can click here to watch it and learn how you can set up, anything that you want. You can create prayer points, you can create prayer journals, you can create Bible quotes and verses, or anything that you want to create. And you're going to link it to your channel by putting it in the description for people to purchase, and also put it in the banner on your channel. And you're good to go. That way, even while you're sleeping, people that come to the channel are going to click on your Amazon KDP page and buy your books. It doesn't have to be just one journal. It can be multiple books. It can be multiple journals, multiple Bible quotes and verses. It can be Psalm 31 and things to learn and how to pray using Psalm 31. There's so many products that you can create for this channel. And the good thing is that whatever you think of, whatever you want to come up with, you can use BookBolt to generate all of that. You can use BookBolt to generate all of that. You can even create content for kids, okay? Bible coloring books or something like that, or filling the words, or filling, things that will make the kids engaged in religious things. And those are the kind of things that parents love, because it's the parents that are paying. So you have to find out the things that will make the parents buy the books for the kids, and you're going to be making a lot of money from the comfort of your home. And you'll also be helping those people that purchase it achieve whatever religious need that they need to achieve, and it's a win-win for everybody. So this guarantees that you're going to be making money while you are sleeping. Just set it up and link it up to your channel. And that is why I had to use prayer journal for this tutorial, because I want you to make money, and that is a niche that is very hot right now, and it's very, very easy to create content in that niche. Imagine making money from your YouTube channel and making money from Amazon KDP while you're sleeping. You have created the content, you have created the book, and everything is linked together, and you are just busy traveling around the world or doing whatever that you want to do and still get paid at the end of every month. Amazon will pay you at the end of every month. YouTube will pay you at the end of every month, and you're good to go. You don't even need to do anything new. Just create the books, upload it on Amazon KDP, create the content, upload it on YouTube, and you're good to go. Now, how cool is this? If you want to learn how you can set up a Bible prayer channel, then I recommend that you watch this playlist. I've put it together for you to learn everything that you need to know about the Bible prayer channel. Just go ahead and watch it and thank me later. See you on the other side. Ciao.